Welcome to our Cybersecurity podcast. Today we're diving into something that's causing quite a stir in the defense contracting world, CMMC 2.0 compliance. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another compliance framework? Brilliant. But stick with us because we're going to cut through the vendor marketing nonsense and talk about what actually works.
Absolutely. And let's be honest, the market is absolutely flooded with companies claiming they can solve all your CMMC problems. But as we all know, there's often a rather large gap between marketing promises and actual delivery. Today we're looking at the top 5 ways that one platform, Kiteworks, actually supports CMMC 2.0 compliance, not just talks about it.
Perfect. So we're talking about real tangible benefits here, not just glossy brochures and PowerPoint presentations. Let's start with number 1 on our list.
Right, number 1. 6 straight years of FedRAMP moderate authorization. Now, this isn't just another certification to stick on the website. This is the real deal. FedRAMP is like the gold standard for federal security compliance. And here's why this matters so much for CMMC 2.0. When you're dealing with government contracts, you need that fast route to compliance. Kiteworks has been audited yearly and continuously monitored by certified third-party assessors since 2017. Their FEPIS 140-3 validated, which means they've passed rigorous audits, validating 325 NIST 853 security controls.
That's quite impressive, and I imagine it saves organizations a tremendous amount of time and money.
Oh, absolutely. The key point here is that they're not just claiming to be equivalent to FedRAMP. They actually are FedRAMP authorized. So many vendors try to pass the cost and effort of authorization onto their customers. With Kiteworks, that work is already done.
Brilliant. Now let's move on to number 2, nearly 90% of CMMC 2.0 requirements out of the box. That's a rather bold claim. Can you break that down for us?
Certainly. This is where the platform really shines. They're not just checking a few boxes here and there. We're talking about comprehensive coverage across configuration management, system and information integrity, maintenance, personal security, physical protection, and security assessment domains.
And the practical impact of this?
For defense contractors and subcontractors, this translates into dramatically faster compliance audits and expanded revenue opportunities. Instead of spending months or years building compliance capabilities, you're getting nearly complete coverage straight away.
That leads us nicely to number 3, the one-stop console for tracking. Now, this is where things get interesting from an operational perspective, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is about bringing everything together. Email, file sharing, managed file transfer, APIs, web forms, all consolidated into one system. The beauty of this is that you get a single point of truth for all your activities.
And from a compliance perspective, that must be invaluable.
Oh, it's game-changing. You get clean, consolidated, real-time audit logs, feeding content, user location, and time-specific information directly to your CIEM systems. Plus, the platform responds to unexpected activity with live alerts to pre-identified key individuals. It's like having a security operations center built right into your communication platform.
Now, number 4 gets into the nitty-gritty of content protection, centralized content-based policy controls. This sounds rather sophisticated.
It really is. This is where you can define and enforce user access levels for all controlled, unclassified information. That's CUI for those keeping track. Everything gets encrypted at rest with AES-256 encryption to protect against unauthorized access, data corruption, and malware.
But it's not just about locking everything down, is it? There's still the business side to consider.
Exactly right. They've managed to balance security with productivity. You get granular policy controls like view-only access and watermarking, but business owners can still easily manage content, folders, invitations, and access controls. It's security that actually works in the real world.
And finally, number 5, the hardened single-tenant virtual appliance. This is where the technical architecture really matters, isn't it?
This is the foundation that everything else sits on. Kiteworks enforces a strict, secure software development lifecycle, extensive security code reviews, third-party testing, even a bounty program. The hardened virtual appliance is architected to reduce potential vulnerabilities and increase the attack complexity required to exploit them.
What does that mean in practical terms?
Multiple layers of protection, embedded network firewall and WAF, zero trust access, minimized attack surface. Then you've got AI-based anomaly detection, advanced intrusion detection and alerts, and zero-day threat blocking. These layers work together to significantly reduce the CVSS security risk impact score.
That's quite the security stack, and I imagine this gives organizations confidence when they're reporting to senior management?
Absolutely. It's the kind of comprehensive protection you can take to the board. Everything is designed to protect against advanced persistent threats whilst maintaining operational efficiency.
So let's wrap this up. We've covered 5 concrete ways that Kiteworks actually delivers on CMMC 2.0 compliance. Proven FedRAMP authorization, nearly 90% requirement coverage out of the box, unified tracking and monitoring, sophisticated content controls, and a hardened architecture foundation.
The key takeaway here is that CMMC 2.0 compliance isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about protecting your organisation whilst enabling you to compete for government contracts. With the right platform, you're not just meeting requirements, you're building a stronger security posture overall. And for organisations in the defence industrial base, this translates directly to revenue opportunities. Companies like General Dynamics Information Technology and MITRE are already benefiting from this approach. For anyone wanting to dive deeper into CMMC 2.0 compliance and see how these capabilities work in practice, head over to kiteworks.com. There you'll find detailed information and the opportunity to see the platform in action.
That's been our deep dive into practical CMMC 2.0 compliance. Thanks for listening, and remember, in the world of government contracting, compliance isn't just a requirement, it's your competitive advantage.
Until next time, stay secure and stay compliant.
If it's private, kite it.